Hello and welcome to the Snowboard Asylum's video review of the 24-25 Yes All-In. In the first part of this video, we're going to give you an overview of the board, and then in the second part, we'll give you the lowdown on how the All-In performs out on the mountain. Now, the All-In was a new addition to the S collection last season, and it quickly established itself a reputation as one of the funniest board to rides in its category. Now, as the name says, the All-In is designed from the ground up to deliver the perfect performance for the intermediate resort rider who wants one board that's just going to let you strap in and ride everything that the hill throws at you. Built around one of the most advanced shapes in the sport, the All-In blends design characteristics from volume shifted boards and classic snowboard design with some of the most up-to-date thinking in snowboard shapes and geometry to create a unique riding experience that blends a more surfier style of ride with outstanding overall performance, which, to put it simply, means that this board is going to have you grinning from ear to ear no matter the conditions or the terrain. Built around an innovative tapered directional twin shape, the All-In features a longer and floatier nose shape. In fact, you've actually got 5 centimeters of extra length in the front of the board. Now, this extra length and volume is going to give you loads of float in the nose, making riding power a lot easier, and it's also just going to blast through chop and crud with absolute ease. So, when you're riding that sketchy terrain, you're not going to have to worry about burying your nose. Now, in terms of taper, you've got 6mm of taper. This means that the tail of the board is 6mm narrower than the nose. Taper just gives the board a smoother and easier turn exit. It really just helps release the board out the back end of the turn. And it also helps a little bit with float as well by allowing that narrower tail to sink a bit easier, making for effortless powder riding. Now, as I said earlier, the All-In is a directional twin, but so far it just sounds like a regular directional board. Now, what actually makes it a directional twin is that the reference stance is centered to both the side cut and the camber profile, making everything in contact with a snow twin. So once you get on it, you get that balanced overall feeling that's still going to let you hit up the park and still give you a really playful ride. Now, one of the main things that separate the All-In from other similar boards is the innovative tapered mid-bite side cut. This advanced design creates wider platforms under the feet, but between the feet, the width of the board steps in to create a narrower centre section to the board. Now, this unique technology increases the board's surface area, so you get increased float in the pow and a more stable underfoot feel. But you get that without compromising edge-to-edge response. However, now as the All-In is tapered, that step in at the back of the mid-bite is a little bit less than at the front, and again, that just smooths out that last bit of the turn. Now, in terms of side cut, the All-In uses a mid to tight radius. So the 54 comes in at 7.5 meters, the 55 wide at 7.6 meters, the 58 at 7.7, the 60 wide at 7.8, and the 62 also at 7.8 meters. Now, this balanced side cut ensures that the board performs equally well on long radius turns as it does on short radius turns. Now, to give the All-In its versatile ride, it utilises Yes's 1-4-1 rocker camber profile. This combines smooth mellow rocker at the tips with a mid camber through the middle of the board. That mellow rocker and smooth upturn gives easy planing in the snow and a hook-free ride, whilst the longer and more pronounced camber ensures that you get great edge hold all the way through the turn. Now, in terms of construction, the All-In utilises the same proven build as Yes's multi-award winning basic. So you get a durable and responsive tip-to-tail popular wood core that is matched with forgiving biax glass structural layers that run fibres at 0 degrees and 90 degrees. This combination of torsionally softer glass and predictable rider-friendly core creates a board that takes minimal effort to maximise performance. Now, that doesn't mean that it's over soft. What it means that even when you're not pushing it hard, you can really feel the board working. Now, finishing off the All-In is an easy to repair, low maintenance extruded base. So, to give you an idea on how the All-In performs out on the mountain, we're now going to hand you over to the guys from the TSA test team.
So I've just had a lap on the Yes All-In. Not only does this board look great, it also rides great. It's a directional twin. It's got quite a large nose. It's quite wide on the nose as well, so at the very start it floated lovely on all that fresh snow. Had an absolute blast on it. It's got a tapered mid bite on it as well, so when we came down a little bit further, it gripped really nice on the piece. It made the turns really easy. It's really playful, so you can make it do those short carves really easy. Coming down a little bit further, there's some more freshness it had. This board, it doesn't lack in pop, even though it's playful. And again, just because it's got a nice big nose on it, it floated so nice. I had such a blast on it, and this board's absolutely amazing.